Let's talk about boosting your team with growth, recognition, and farewell flair.
Was like so this employee asked for some money to do some training, right? And the CEO was like, "Well, what if I pay for this training, he leaves?" And the CFO said, "What if you don't pay and he stays?" You know, so I think he had the right mentality, right? Like everyone's gonna leave eventually, right? But
That's
what
right.
can you do to add to their value to your company? I think you know.
And it's if you have the good intention, you know you're doing good. You, I mean, I taught my wife. My wife is the CEO of Rockhill Asia.
Mm.
So, and our greatest joy is to see how people grow within the organization. We talk about like, you see how she changed. You see how she's evolved, how mature she is. People talk about it, even between the teams. Like, oh yeah, she's so she's changed so much. Her friends, even on one-on-ones, they will say, "Yeah, my friends tell me I've changed a lot," and they're happy. They're happy. They feel pride, and that's you can't get that in just about compensation. You can get the best pay, but if you feel like shit or you're not valued, why you want to stay there? So, I mean, we take great pride in seeing team grow at every single level, be it young from, and we hire a lot of interns. We like to start from, grass up, and some are just like diamonds. Like you would never believe how they can be so hardworking, so disciplined, so mature at 22, at 23. I mean, we talk about Vietnam, but Vietnamese women in this country, they are so hardworking. They hold this country.
So one of my pet peeves has always been like, you know, it seems like a lot of business owners, like employee leaves, they badmouth the employee. Oh, Jason's disloyal. I did this for him. Why is he leaving me? That's some bullshit, right? But my thing is like, if your employee leaves you for a better job, you should be proud of yourself, right? Because that person got a better job because you train them up, you taught them the skills, and now they provide a better life for themselves and their family because you invested in them, right? I think it's a good thing when people leave for a better job.
Uh,
I think so many owners, especially in the States, badmouth employees. Oh, Jason left. How could you do this for me? Like, I got a better job, you know? I never understood that mindset from people.
yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. I think if if you're trying to hold back people, it should be a celebration. I saw one time one company having a celebration party for somebody leaving. It's the right way. It's the right way. I mean, congratulate them. I'm still in touch with team members 20 years ago. Why do you want to destroy a
Think all the goodwill
relationship?
that person is going to do for your company, right? It's like if you have a free brand ambassador for life.
That's right. If you do good, you get good.
Mhm.
So just take care of the people, do the right thing, treat people like you how you want to be treated. Give them appreciation, show them that they have value. Everybody has value. Nobody has a dark mind. Nobody wants to do harm. And if you have that right environment, there are always some people that will, maybe because of their background, how they grew up, their influence, that circle of five that they had, maybe they have bad intentions, but you don't want to let them in. And you do that over the recruitment process. But if you know that this person has the attitude and knows that this person has the intention to grow and to be a good employee and is really to put in the hours, you're good. The skill will come later. The skill will come later. I had this her name is Ken. Um, young intern. She comes in. Fiona was doing the interview. I walk in. She says, "Hi, I came in for an internship." I ask her, "What do you want from us?" And she said, "Well, I wanna grow. I really want to learn. I wanna get the best practices. I want to see what I can deliver. I want to show that I'm capable." So, okay, you're in. That's it. I don't need more. If you have the willingness to put it in and to get out there, and she's been amazing.
Yeah, that's another pet peeve of mine. Like, do you really need 10 fucking interviews to hire someone? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
And
get out of here.
it's the same thing for giving a raise.
Yeah.
Do you need to wait a year to give a raise?
Oh,
Do you need to wait for the person to come and ask you and say, "Oh, by the way,
I hate that
boss,"
shit.
right?
I didn't give Tom a raise. He didn't ask me one. Are you kidding me, right?
You don't.
Seriously?
It's like you're shooting yourself in the shoe. The person is doing a good job, then promote right away.
Yeah.
Don't wait. It's like hire fast, but take your time to promote.
Yeah.
What is that? It's promote as fast as you can. I mean, obviously you don't want to promote every month,
Yeah.
but if the person is really kicking ass, give a
Yeah.
bonus. Or if the person is showing unbelievable commitment, don't wait for the
Yeah.
probation coming
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
Or-
obviously, you don't give someone a raise because they come to work on time every day, but
yeah, yeah. So if the person is having a 1 year contract
Mhm.
in November and you're in August,
Mhm.
if you're happy,
Mhm.
then let's do it now.
Yeah.
It shows that you're not calculative, you're not like counting your pennies, and you gotta give if you want to give.
Yeah, that's so true.
You gotta give if you want to give.
So for the language school, is there like a target age y'all going after, like 5 to 8 year olds, or?
So we started off as a very wide, and we started off for our children. My wife is Chinese, and our three daughters, we've been struggling to find quality Mandarin learning
Mhm.
in Asia. There's a lot of mom and pop
And
shops.
you speak Mandarin, I'm guessing?
I get around,
Okay.
but
Good enough.
the goal was when I was in China, I could negotiate with factories.
Okay.
But the goal here was really for our children to
Mhm.
equip them with a third language.
And are they learning Vietnamese also since they're in
So
Vietnam?
English, French, and Chinese,
Okay.
trilingual. Um, and we started off with a very wide age group, um, because we thought that if we're in a country that you don't speak the language, you need to make sure that you have consistency. If the school finishes at 12, my 17-year-old, what happens? She can't learn anymore. So if you only do 4 to 12, or uh, what happens to the older kids? What happens when they are 13? So we wanted to cater a wide age group. Um, we've realized last year that we need to be a bit more decisive on our target market. And now we're shifting for our offline centers. We have an offline down the road in front of BIS, over 2 floors, 800 square meters. It's probably one of the best located, good looking centers in Taoyuan. And this is catering for young age, so from 4 to 12. That's where parents need the kids to be with a physical teacher, with a real person, in-person learning. And then we're shifting our online for teens and adults, where teens want flexibility. They want to be on the move. Parents don't want to go into commute, or adult students, they want to go into commuting. They want flexibility. They want to learn on their phone. They want to see your teacher from China teaching you, or Taiwan teaching you Mandarin in the palm of your hand. So we're shifting our target market based on the medium, and that's where we are today. Yeah.
Okay. So from your point of view, is doing business in Vietnam, Southeast Asia different from doing business like in Europe, United States, or another part of the world, or is business?
Well, I'll tell you frankly, I haven't done business. I haven't worked in France or in the US. I've been my whole career has been in Asia. So 8 years in China, 4 years in Indonesia, and 8 years over here.
So tell a story. So what part of the states are you from?
Florida.
So how did a quote unquote Florida man end up in China? Can you tell that story?
So I grew up in Florida. My father was in the restaurant business. We moved to Louisiana. He got into the horse business, moved to New Jersey. And at the age of 10, I moved to France. And then I moved back to the US for my university studies. I was living in Hawaii. I was trying to be as far as possible from my parents, because they would ask me to come back and work on weekends. So if I said, if I can be on the opposite side of the world, they won't try to bring me over to work at one of their restaurants. But yeah, just curious about Asia. Always intrigued about Hong Kong and Japan, Taiwan. I had an opportunity to visit one of my father's friends in Shanghai. I was knocking on doors in my last year of university. I was in Shanghai and trying to give CVs, resumes to hook a job. The guy who welcomed me in Shanghai offered me a job, and I had a choice between MasterCard in New York or this apparel garment manufacturing trading company in Shanghai. I said, I'd give it a go. And it was probably one of the best decisions I made.
And that's where you met your wife at?
And that's where I met my
Okay.
wife as well. But 2005 in Shanghai, it was like you would just bend over, and cash was right there. I mean, it was nothing was impossible. I mean, well, foreigners were very welcome, were appreciated. There was still nothing. You would go on road trips in Zhejiang and Jiangsu province. There was just KFC as the only foreign food. The roads were still being built. I still remember these 8x8 highways. Like I was thinking, what the hell are they trying to do here?